Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back. If you're familiar with my content, you know I mostly talk about fashion, clothes, and personal style. But recently I've been thinking a lot about how my taste in fashion is reflected in my interior style as well. So today I thought I'd mix the two by going through my Pinterest board and linking some of my most worn outfits with pictures I've pinned to see if my interior style is reflected in my clothing style. And I was really inspired by Phoebe Taylor's video because she recently made a video about if you like this room, you probably love this outfit. And I wanted to test this theory with my own style. For the first outfit, I'm going to start by taking a somewhat literal approach, focusing on colors first. But I also want to focus on the overall vibe, and when I look at this outfit, I see a mix of warmth and coordination. Because the bitter yellow sweater brings a soft energy, just like the painting does in a room. And I paired the sweater with classic navy blue trousers, and for shoes, I went with my black chunky boots from COS. One of my recent favorites because they add something different while still being super practical. And to finish off the look, I grabbed my structured black bag from Coach, which makes the outfit a bit more intentional because the bag and the shoes match. And in the end, I also layered it with a long trench coat from Another Stories. So to match this outfit, I chose this living space because first of all, the artwork is pretty prominent and like I said, it has the same bitter yellow tone. And then the room has some black accents and also plenty of wooden elements. And what I find interesting is how my love for navy blue in clothing is the same kind of love I have for wood in interiors. Because just like navy serves a very versatile grounding base in my outfits, wood does the same in a space. It adds warmth, depth, and something timeless. But beyond just color, I also think the vibe of the outfit is reflected in the room styling. There's a relaxed but curated feel to both. The books are stacked on a table, which gives it a lived in and personal touch, and it's not overly polished or minimal. It has small details that might not be purely functional, like the little stools, but they do make the space feel unique. And similarly, I feel like my outfit is somewhat put together, but not rigid. The trench coat is a classic piece, but it has a relaxed and oversized style. And my bag is a bit lived in, and my broken watch I desperately need to fix is definitely not functional, but it adds a personal touch. For the second outfit, I went with a classic blue and white striped button-up from Ralph Lauren, and I paired it with black linen trousers, my black boots, and a vintage green bag that adds a subtle pop of color. And what I really wanted to highlight with this outfit is my relationship with patterns, or more accurately, my very selective approach to them, because at the moment, the only pattern I feel truly comfortable with in both my wardrobe and my interior style is stripes. They have a structured classic feel, but depending on how they're styled, they can also feel relaxed and unfussy. But a striped button-up like this one can lean very preppy, and I always like to balance that out to make it feel more like me. And that's why I chose linen pants instead of something more structured. And the room I paired with this outfit has a similar energy. The furniture is quite serious because of the dark wood and the simple structure, but because of the simple painting and the touches of color, the space looks more relaxed at first glance. And that's something I'm really conscious of in both my personal style and my interior choices. I want things to feel intentional and well put together, but I also want my room and outfit to have a relaxed feel to them. And thinking about how my outfits align with my interior style got me wondering, what are the 3 words that define my style? Because a lot of people choose 3 words to describe their personal aesthetic, but I've never actually done it myself. So I wanted to see if I could find words that describe both my fashion sense and the way I approach interiors. So the first word that immediately comes to mind for me is comfort. No matter what I'm wearing or how I decorate my space, it has to feel comfortable. And I love pieces that are worn in and lived in. So that can be a cozy sweater, but also a well-loved armchair. And at the same time, I also need an element of structure. I never want my outfits or my interiors for that matter to feel too slouchy or undone. There's always at least one piece in my look that brings a sense of sharpness. In this outfit, it's the pointy black boots, and in a room, that structure might come from a bold architectural piece or furniture or something sleek, like the steel lamp in the photo, for example. And then the third word has to be vintage. I don't love an aesthetic that feels entirely new or straight out of a catalog. If everything looks too clean, it feels impersonal to me, like an ad rather than a reflection of someone's most loved pieces. And I always want to incorporate something with history, and it can be an old chair with character or a vintage handbag that you took out on many nights out, or a sweater that feels like it's already been through a lifetime. And that's what makes a space or an outfit feel real to me. But as I was thinking about this, I realized I might need a fourth word, and that is eclectic, because I love mixing styles and unexpected combinations. Like in this outfit, I love the frilly scarf with the more structured bag and the sweater I got from the men's section. And in a room, I love that same eclectic energy that comes from mixing structured pieces with something more delicate and feminine, because I love the contrast of a bold architectural shape next to something frilly, like a marble fireplace with ornate details or a glass chandelier, or just some fresh flowers on a dining table, because it's that play between strong and soft, minimal and decorative that makes a space or an outfit feel layered. This next outfit is one I've repeated multiple times during the summer, and I was trying to pinpoint exactly what makes me love it so much. The shirt is vintage, and I think what draws me to it the most is the subtle green stripe. And when it comes to colors in interiors, I've realized that I approach it in a similar way. I naturally gravitate towards green, but I also see brown, blue, and green as neutrals. Since these colors are so present in nature, they never feel overwhelming to me. So when I want to incorporate color, whether it's in an outfit or a space, I find myself reaching for these shades. However, the reason I chose this specific room to pair with my outfit wasn't just because of the green elements. What really stood out to me was how the sofa takes up a lot of visual space. It's a strong, dominant piece in an otherwise neutral environment. And that looks similar to the long denim skirt in the outfit. The skirt is a single, solid block of fabric that visually anchors the whole look, much like the sofa does in a room, and it slightly disturbs the softer palette. And I love that push and pull where most of the elements feel harmonious, but then there's one piece that demands attention and shifts the balance. I know I just talked about juxtapositions and eclecticism, but sometimes I do love a look that feels completely cohesive, and this outfit is a good example of that. I love a fully monochromatic navy blue outfit, and I also really appreciate a good denim on denim look. There is something so satisfying about sticking to one color throughout an outfit. And I think what makes me love this look so much is that even though it's cohesive, it still reflects my other three style words, because it has vintage elements, it's comfortable, but at the same time, there is an element of structure in the bag and shoes. And it doesn't feel flat or one note because the balance of these elements still create depth, in my opinion. And when it comes to interiors, I don't think I could ever commit to making my own space completely cohesive, but I do love looking at interiors that are. And since I talked earlier about navy blue in my wardrobe feeling similar to wood in interiors, I chose this all wood interior to match my outfit. And I love an all wood interior because it creates a sense of warmth and depth without needing a lot of extra decoration. Just like a monochromatic outfit, a space that leans into one material or tone can feel incredibly intentional and almost sculptural. Wood, much like navy blue in fashion, is a grounding element. It has natural variations in texture and tone, so even when it's used throughout an entire space, it never feels boring. And another reason I love an all wood space is that it has a timeless quality. Just like denim on denim, wood has been around forever and never really goes out of style. It can be modern, rustic, minimal, or cozy, depending on how it's used. I also quickly wanted to show another monochromatic navy look, but this time I want to focus on the cozy feel of it, because the jeans I'm wearing are incredibly soft and unironed, so they naturally wrinkle throughout the day, and I don't mind that at all. It reminds me of the way this interior embraces that same effortless lived-in quality. The sofa in the room has that same wrinkled, slightly undone look, and I find it so inviting. Just like in fashion, I don't think everything in an interior needs to look pristine or overly polished, because there is a beauty in things that feel well loved and used. And then I also wanted to share this outfit, and what I love most about this look are the shiny details, the shimmer of the pants combined with the pearl necklace. And even though I love a lived-in aesthetic, I always need at least one element that feels polished and refined to balance it out. And in fashion, that could be something like pearls, and in interiors, for me, that element is marble. Because I have always loved marble, if I see a slab of it in a thrift store, I can't resist bringing it home. And over time, I've collected a couple of tables with marble tops. And no matter how much my style evolves, I always find a place for them. And I know some people find marble a bit kitsch, but I don't mind that at all. The same way I'll always love pearls in an outfit, I'll always love marble in any interior style that I'm drawn to. There is one thing I constantly go back and forth on, and that is color, both in my outfits and in interior. Because sometimes I feel drawn to colorful pieces, but other times I want nothing more than to wear a simple black and white outfit and surround myself with a very neutral color palette at home. I think this shift happens based on my mood. Some days colors feel exciting and expressive, and other days I just want things to feel minimal. And I don't think I need to choose just one approach. There is space for both in my personal style and in the way I decorate. Just like how I might rotate between monochrome and colorful outfits, I also love the idea of interiors evolving over time, sometimes leaning into warmth and vibrancy, and other times embracing simplicity. So that is everything for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I love to know if you think your fashion style is reflected in your interior style. And thank you so much for being here, and I really appreciate all the love on my last video as well. And I'll be back soon with another thrift haul. See you next time.